Hello Cap, welcome to your reading for February. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be pulling your energy and the energy of the person on your mind. I'm going to start off with an oracle card for each. I will pull your energy on this side and your person's energy on this side. Remember that the energies can always be reversed, right? They can be flip-flopped, especially if you're cross-watching for somebody else. Now, towards the end of the reading, I'm going to be rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. And I will also be pulling 3 cards from the universe just to see what it thinks of your connection. So make sure you stick around for that. We have transmute. I love it. I absolutely love it because this is what you are going through right now, Capricorn. Considering Pluto has made a generational shift after 16 years of being in your sign, it's moving into Aquarius this year. So that transmutation, that shedding of an old skin is of paramount importance, and importance or not, it's going to happen, right? Whether you like it or whether you realize it, whether you want it or not, it's going to happen. It's almost like you're going to completely reinvent yourself. Now, this is not a tower moment, right? Pluto moves incredibly slowly because it has such a long orbit. So this is over the next 20 years. But that transmutation, that plan for the future is being built and written down now. So pay very close attention to what your mind is telling you, at least within 2024. We have number 44, if that helps. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles, investment and diligence. Aha, there you are. We have the shadow. We have dependence and materialism. Right, now with the 7 of Pentacles and the shadow, I am getting that whatever that you are investing in now, the seeds that you are planting now, make sure they are not tainted by shadows from the past. The seeds of intention that are planted now are of paramount importance for you, Capricorn, because they will yield fruit over the next 20 years, right? Imagine you're trying to grow an avocado tree, right? And you get an avocado seed that's dormant, that's even poisoned. So you're going to be waiting all that time for nothing, right? So those seeds of intention that are being planted have to be very carefully looked at, especially when it comes to your love life. We are focusing on love. We have to cater to the season. Let's see what else. We have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. And I feel like a lot of you are transmuting that shadow correctly, because your focus is abundance. Your focus is attainment. My dogs are running around on the terrace above me. Oh my God, it's so loud. Okay, then we have temperance, moderation and equilibrium. If there has been an extreme of something when it concerns your connections, right? There's been an extreme codependency. There has been extreme conflict, extreme anger, extreme happiness even. There has to be a tempering of that. What is tempering? If you think about chocolate, when you temper chocolate, you put room temperature or cold chocolate into hot chocolate to bring it into balance so that it has that nice shine and that nice snap, right? This is about putting a little bit of negativity into a little bit of positivity and vice versa in order to reach equilibrium. This is not a roller coaster, right? So whatever you are investing in, make sure there is not an extreme of either, good or bad. The 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. You have both. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You're going the right way, my friend. We have culmination and satisfaction. And I feel like the only caveat here is the shadow, is how you are transmuting it. All of this is here for you to savor. We have the 4 of Cups, contemplation and reevaluation. Exactly. And then we have the Page of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. I suddenly got, with the 5 of Pentacles, be very careful about what your mind is telling you. Our minds can be very fickle, right? They can be very quickly influenced by our heart, by our circumstances, by our situations, by pain, physical or emotional. make sure your mind is online. Make sure it's on the right track, because your mind has a direct antenna, a direct contact with the universe, with the divine, and they communicate without you even realizing it, right? Your mind can be made up of multiple things. It can be made up of fear, it can be made up of your intuition, it can be made up of your higher self, and it should be an amalgamation of all three. If all three of those archetypes within your mind are happy, then the communication between you and the universe will be seamless. But if there is a part of you that is carrying on pain and trauma, then you are communicating that pain and trauma to the universe, giving it a signal that that's more of what I want, right? You don't want to do that. You want to send signals of this 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, which is a wish fulfilled, a happily ever after, a legacy of love, generational wealth, all things stable and permanent. Whatever roller coasters you were a part of, Capricorn, those roller coasters need to be put to bed, not put to bed. 7 of Pentacles with the Sun. Beautiful. I'm also getting that you may be telling yourselves and me that I've already planted those seeds. When will I see the fruit? Right? When you do plant a seed, you don't see a shoot overnight. But the root system starts forming under the soil, underground. You might not be able to see it, but those seeds of happiness that you have planted, there is work happening behind the scenes, under the surface. We have the Tower with the Ace of Wands and the 6 of Swords and the Lovers. Some of you have left very difficult connections. Very, very difficult connections. And it's almost like the universe is ready to reward you for all the work that you've done. Why is the shadow here? The 2 of Wands. Exactly. Not tainting your future with memories from the past. Whatever codependency there was, whatever pain there was, whatever shadow there was in a particular situation when it concerns love, whether you're wanting to re-establish a connection or you're wanting to just be by yourself and then eventually attract a new connection, when you're ready, make sure you're not carrying that shadow forward. The snake that sheds its skin does not carry the skin with it. It leaves it behind. What skin are you leaving behind? You need to ask yourself that. We have the Knight of Wands with the Empress. This is ambition for self-improvement. A plan for self-improvement regardless of gender. We have the 7 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. Yeah, this is a very direct reading. We have the Moon, the King of Wands and Temperance. Do not look for shortcuts to this 10 of Cups. 10s in the tarot, there's a temple next door, you will hear a bell. 10s in the tarot are very difficult to get to. They are the last number in a particular suit, right? You have to go through all the numbers to get to the 10s. They don't happen overnight. That Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Cups doesn't magically turn into a 10 overnight, like I said earlier with that seed. Do not look for shortcuts and do not have one foot out the door. There has to be a persistence here. A persistence when it comes to attracting the things that you know you are worth. Attracting the things that you know you are, that you deserve. Don't settle, right? Don't lower your guard. Don't shorten your checklist thinking you're not going to find somebody who matches every single item on it. The 2 of Pentacles with Temperance. Interesting. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles and Justice. You see the balance here. This is absolutely magical. 2 Cups, pouring. 2 of Pentacles, balance. Justice, scales. 6 of Pentacles, scales. All of these cards are talking about balance and equilibrium. I feel you've had an extreme connection with somebody where the highs were too high and the lows were too low. And you were constantly juggling archetypes within yourself. Knight of Wands wanted to show up. It's like you didn't know who you could authentically be in a connection. One minute you had to be one person, the other minute you had to be another person, you know. But now, almost with the Temperance and the Transmute card, it's like you can happily be yourself. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to decide who you have to be that day in order to stabilize a situation, you know. The Magician with the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. You remember what I said about that antenna, right? Between you and the universe, that antenna is coming back online. It is coming back online because you're emotionally stabilizing yourself. You are transmuting shadow. You are facing your fears. You're facing your traumas. You're not pointing any fingers. The only fingers you're pointing are to yourself so that you can improve who you are as a person. That's the best we can ever hope for, right? But you are manifesting pure joy here, my friend. Pure joy, leaving behind the shadow. What a beautiful reading. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Two of Swords. There could be a bit of a hiccup moving forward, right? Especially if there's been a lot of love in a situation. You may feel that you need to be empathetic, you need to be compassionate, and you need to not jump the gun. And you may stay in, or may have stayed in situations way past their expiration date. But with the Chariot, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength card, slowly and steadily, the universe is going to show you what doesn't belong in your life, what needs to go, right? And this doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could just be a way of you conducting yourself in relationships. If you felt like you were a doormat in your connections, the universe is going to bring about that Tower moment and make you realize that you're supposed to conduct yourself as the Empress or the Emperor, someone who's worthy of all the love in the world. There's a reevaluation of your self-concept that is coming about here, Capricorn, and that is what I meant by Pluto, making sure that change comes in. Pluto orchestrates Tower moments, right? Some of those Tower moments can take 20 years to come in, but the foundation is being laid down now. Don't stay in situations where you know for a fact that nothing will come out of them. Okay? You will know. Your heart might want to stay longer, but your mind will know. Let's look at your person. We have fire. Interesting. I'm going to get one more card. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. We have fire and growth. Interesting. All right. I'm just going to make sure these are. And we have truth with lucky at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn. We have the Queen of Wands, more fire energy. The Nine of Swords, anxiety, nightmares, sleepless nights. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles, balance again. And we have the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups with the Lovers and the Five of Cups with the King of Pentacles. This is that up and down that I was talking about. This is the roller coaster. There is love here, though, in this situation. But I just feel like the kind of energy that is swirling around you, you cannot be on this roller coaster. If the other person is intent on sitting on it, let them go by themselves, you know. But with the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands, I feel like there's a lot of attraction here. There's a lot of passion here. There is fire here. That is what fire represents, right? Intimacy, attraction, all of that. And with the Three of Wands, it's almost like this person wants to take you along for the ride, no matter what, right? While you are here patiently trying to balance yourself and equalize yourself, this person is injecting more fire. That fire could be good or bad. It can be passion, but on the flip side, it can be anger, it can be conflict. Growth is required in this situation. I feel like you are doing that work. I wonder if this person will be willing to, because we have the Nine of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. There is a realization here that things are not balanced, right? There's a lot of extremism in this connection. And with the Empress and the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, the love that this person has for you hopefully will help them stabilize their emotions. The Page of Cups can be slightly immature, but it's someone who is willing to do the work. I have the Six of Cups with the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This is a soul tie, this is a soul connection, and I feel like every time you guys may have separated, it has come as a shock to this person. It has come as It's made them feel abandoned. It's made them feel homeless. I have the Chariot again with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may have a slightly dismissive, avoidant character trait where you just want to escape a situation instead of confronting it. You may not like conflict, and I completely appreciate that. But I feel like a lot of the times you haven't addressed the concern, right? You're just trying to balance your emotions, but you're not addressing the problem, which is why it's almost spiraling. You're going round and round in circles. The Three of Wands with the Queen of Wands and Justice. You see the amount of balance there is here with the Seven of Pentacles. Feel like this person wants to start marching, not to the beat of your drum, but almost wants to start matching your love language, your frequency, you know. And considering they also have the Seven of Pentacles, although it's at the bottom of the deck, it's almost like that growth that we were talking about, the seeds that you're planting. They want to be a part of that equation. They don't want you to do this alone. It's like they don't want to let you go, but at the same time, they're injecting fire where they need to inject a little more peace. The King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords with the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of karmic lessons here. The Hermit and the Five of Cups. There's a lot of silence here as well. Karmic lessons and silence and a lot of pain. I see you doing the work to transmute that pain, but I don't know if this person is doing that. I feel like they're swimming in it. They realize it, but it's like they're not digesting it. They're not accumulating and assimilating that pain within their mind and their psyche to do anything about it. You know what I mean? Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You see, they're swimming in sorrow. They're swimming in pain. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. And it's almost like, oh, let's just let bygones be bygones. I feel like you did that initially, but now this person is adopting that approach where they don't want to confront whatever this is because they don't want to introduce more conflict. But in the process of that, a lot of things are being ignored. Page of Wands again. It's a very tiny card. I'm not going to take it. This is a strong reading. I need a better card for the Empress. Okay, fine. I didn't take the Page of Wands. I got the Knight of Wands. With the Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Five of Wands. This person's really misguided, man. They are very misguided and they're very impulsive and very reckless. It doesn't suit your energy, Capricorn. Not just because your cards are very different, but because your archetypes seem very different. You as a Capricorn, you're very Saturnian. You're very stable, very grounded. Or at least you like to be. This person is like a storm in a teacup. I don't know if I use that metaphor correctly, but you know what I mean. It's like you're here peacefully trying to change something in your life, trying to transmute, and they're just stirring the pot and adding more confusion. Very chaotic energy, I have to say. Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. I am getting my way or the highway. Three of Swords and the Hierophant with Judgment, and the Chariot again with the Tower. This person is very chaotic. Way too chaotic for you. And with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Cups, I feel like they're insistent on getting this back online, this connection, but they're not really putting in the work that is needed. They're doing everything but. Right? It's like they're doing everything to make themselves heard and seen, but they're not doing what is needed. They're not saying what is needed or required just to stabilize this connection. I am hoping with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords, which is one of my trigger cards for growth, I'm hoping that the trajectory that they are on changes and they start vibing on the same frequency as you, the same frequency of balance and temperance. I hope, because right now there's just too much chaos and they're injecting that chaos into your life. You don't need that, especially when you're going through something so painful. It may not be painful, it may just be difficult because Pluto energy is tough. And even though Pluto is leaving your sign, it screams on its way out. It kicks the door on its way out. It makes itself heard, right? So when it touched that anaretic degree of 29 degrees of Capricorn, you would have felt it. And you're going to feel it for a bit till it permanently plants itself in Aquarius, because it's going to retrograde back and forth. So you won't feel that true relief of that transmutation till November, December. So while you're going through that, you need peace. I feel like this person is coming with anything but peace. I will not say that there isn't any love here. There most definitely is with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. But love isn't everything. Peace is more important right now. I have it tattooed on my arm, Proteggi la tua pace, which is protect your peace in Italian. Anywho, protect your peace, Cap. It's important. Let's see what the universe has. We have the Three of Cups, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords, balancing heart and head. And we have the Sun with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel the sun is going to shine again. No matter how cliched that sounds, it's going to shine again. But with the King of Cups and the King of Swords, your heart and head, again, need to be balanced. Don't orchestrate yourself entirely from one or the other, right? The Three of Cups and the Sun is telling me that this is reconciliation. This is joy being injected into your life. It's fulfillment. It's growth. But that stability first needs to be accomplished within you, within this connection, for this growth and joy to come about. All right, let's see. We have the Sun again. I'm just going to place it here. This is light, joy, right? The sun shining again after all of that transmutation of shadow. I really like it. Then we have Virgo. You may have Virgo heavily in your chart. You could be dealing with someone who doesn't have to be. But this is the 6th house of health and your routine and your structures, right? Making sure you have all of that in place. Then we have the number 2. You could be seeing 222 a lot. This talks about alignment, you being in the right place at the right time. A lot of the times when we're going through pain, we can ask ourselves or the universe, why me, right? Because you're supposed to learn something through it. I'm suddenly getting this line in my head. God gives the toughest battles to his strongest warriors. So if you've been going through a difficult battle here, Capricorn, it's because you are one of God's strongest warriors. You can take it. I know you can take it, right? And it's just making you stronger. Just try and minimize the influence of chaotic energies around you, whoever they may be. All right, let's get you some initials to close this off. We have the letters I, H, L, twice, P, Y, and the letter J. These could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. All right, Cap, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.